Welcome back to Sunrise. Now we've got Mr. Funshaw Aware, who is the governorship candidate for NCP as a National Conscience Party in Lagos. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
You're actually a venerable in the Anglican Church.
Yes.
You are. So why did you decide to venture into politics?
Well, looking at a lot of things that is going on around you, I just felt that actually at a time like this, we need more credibility in politics. We need people who are sincere, people who are actually called to service, people who will be transparent. We need righteousness in governance. I don't want to, a lot of people will say God called me and all the rest. No. But we need actually credibility in Nigerian politics. You say politics is dirty. People say people who are in politics are dirty. I think we need to do some laundry.
But don't you think you're being utopian when you say you need righteousness, you need all of those? It takes more than that to win an election, particularly in Nigeria, and also you're going for the #1 seat in Lagos.
It takes much more than that. It takes a lot. But we are undaunted, and you say something is utopian. That's mean an ideal that cannot be achieved. But we aim for it. In life, we should make effort to aim for the ideal.
What do you think is the problem that would address some of the challenges, problems, if you will, in Lagos State today? What are the greatest problems you see?
Lagos is loaded with a lot of problems. Like this morning, I was calculating the traffic. I was wondering, Monday, how many people will be traveling outside Lagos today? How long will it take me to get from Oregon to this place?
So there's a transportation problem.
Yes, the transportation problem is there basically. We have a lot of enormous problems in a lot of areas. In education, in drainages, in a lot of areas. And a lot of things that we've enumerated on the ground that we think we should do.
But
water, it's just the same problem that basically Lagos is a mini Nigeria. It's almost like when you're talking about the problem in Nigeria, if you solve the problem in Lagos, I think half of the problem in Nigeria will be solved.
Let me put it like this. If you become governor, what will be the first 2 key areas that you will consider that needs attention in Lagos State such that we get the perception that you've hit the ground running?
First, it is the traffic situation, the road condition. We've got to do that. Secondly, there's so many street boys in Lagos that we've got to do something about them. Fix them, get them doing something, make them useful. I think these areas, people must see the difference, even within the first 6 months. The first 6 months, there must be a change in Lagos.
And you think you're the man that will bring about that change?
I think he can do it.
How do you intend to achieve that change? You've talked about the enormous challenges there are in Lagos. You started with the one that almost everybody talks about, traffic and all. So how do you intend to do that?
How do we do traffic? We've studied quite a lot of things in Lagos traffic. I've been able to consult with a lot of experts, and we'll look at it. Lagos has a lot of bottlenecks. Some areas of bottleneck. Let me give you a popular area, for example. People have been battling with traffic along Agidingbi, year in, year out. You need to create other access routes. I can, for example, move traffic better if we decide to channel a road right from, in front of Fela Shrine, before I come in to join Agidingbi. That road is not supposed to be a cul-de-sac. It's supposed to go on straight on and bust out at Omoli. And you look at areas where you have serious traffic flowing in Lagos, and there are also no alternative routes. One thing is that it was, I think, one of the road safety officers that once said it, considering the amount of cars that are being brought into Lagos daily, if you have to line them up on a straight line and measure them with the number of roads we have in Lagos, the kilometers of roads, you will see why at peak traffic hour, the traffic will not move, because they will be bumper to bumper. So you have to create more routes. You have to expand existing route. People are talking of the BRT. The BRT is a good thing, but you are creating BRT, for example, in the Ikorodu Road, and the road that has 4 lanes already, you have reduced it by taking a line out of it. And so you find the whole place choked up. You've got to expand roads in Lagos.
I'm again, still talking about transportation here, or traffic as the case may be. You're talking about the number of cars in Lagos and putting them back to back and weighed against the number of roads. I still talk about building more roads. When you know that the population is increasing and more cars are going to come, wouldn't you be thinking about other alternatives? That's
right. I'm just building up on it. There are also need for you to think of alternative traffic, alternative transportation in Lagos. One of the key ones that I want to really look into is water transportation. I've been in a city like Amsterdam. They all have almost the same topography as Lagos. You'll discover that Lagos is a place where water transportation could be put to good use. In fact, the good thing about it is that it will serve 2 purposes. While you are building good water traffic situation, you are also deflooding Lagos. That is, creating canals. I tell you, you can take a boat from Obafemi Awolowo way in Ikeja, because there is a canal that runs right through Oregun, straight to the lagoon. All we need to do is drain the canals. There are natural canals in Lagos that could naturally be drained and create a waterway in Lagos. Similar to what you have in Venice, what you have in Amsterdam. And you know, we will move traffic, we will move people, and we will move goods. And at the same time, you are deflooding Lagos.
Do you think that waste disposal is a challenge in Lagos State?
Definitely. It's one of the things that people say is the Waterloo of the present administration. It gets to a time that Lagos was thrown off. Even up till now, Lagos is still very dirty. And it wasn't that bad before now. I grew up in a Lagos where the local government are involved seriously in moving the refuse. We're still going to use, because the population has grown. Lagos for now is about 23 million. The population has grown. That's the level of waste being generated has also grown immensely. But the local government is closer. And so the PSP is going to work within the sector of the local government, where the local government right now has been reduced to nothing. Nothing actually takes place in any local government again. I was elected into the local government in 1988. I was a councillor in Ikeja local government, a supervisory councillor in Agege local government.
Which party?
Oh, under the zero-party system. It was zero-party then.
And, because, I mean, I'm just wondering, for those who may be watching, thinking, how many elected positions has NCP won in Lagos to make you think that, yes, you can come in and pull the carpet off people's feet?
How many positions? You see, at times, people look at very small things. Just this morning, I was thinking...
an elected position is a small thing?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that this morning about it, that people look at you, that what can you make an impact? But I said, it's like an ant. An ant could be very small and tiny. It might not be able to wear your trouser for you. But a hand in the wrong place inside your trouser will get you removing that trouser very fast. That means the hand can remove your trouser. And so we are positioned right now to take over in Lagos.
How?
Because One, people are expecting a change right now. People are tired of the old order. A lot of people are tired of both PDP and APC. They want something new. They want people who are new. They want to refocus their mind. Even in Lagos, the present regime in Lagos has been there for 20 years. Forget the fact that it's an individual and an individual. 20 years is a generation. There is need, and Lagosians are rightly positioned for it, for a generational change.
You know, when you listen to politicians like yourself, one thing you always take away from them...
I will tell you, I'm not a politician. I'm an activist.
Oh, okay. Activist, if you will. But one thing you take away from them is the fact that we run a democratic system that is structured. And by structure, you have political parties. Political parties must be funded. Funding has to go all the way to the electoral process.